Joy, back at it again with another video, and I'm bringing y'all another video about China. Well, sort of. I'm going to attempt to give you 5 pro tips for international travel in 5 minutes. Emphasis on try, because you know I like to talk. So, I got my little notes right here. I'm going to set a little timer for 5 minutes, and we'll see where we end up. Here we go. Alright, pro tip 1. Know where you're going. And I know that seems kind of like obvious, but you need to know the part of the country you're traveling to and if it makes a difference. So for me and my friend, we were traveling to Shanghai and Beijing. Those are parts of China that you need a visa. So there's some additional steps required other than just having a passport. Versus Hong Kong, China, you don't need a visa. So think about that. Also, you'll need to know, like, what are the social norms? So for me, I was not hip to the fact that, like, coughing and people wearing masks, public spitting, those are all normal and it's very different. About cultural and social norms, the toilet situation. So they have squatties, which are like basically holes in the ground with a little flusher thing, not a conventional toilet, which could be very shocking to you if you don't know that's what you're getting into. And also, like, they don't put tissue in the toilet, they put it in a separate receptacle. I need to know that. Well, it's nice to know that. Also, knowing where you're going, knowing the language, like what's the prevalence of English going to be in the country you're traveling to. Also, if it's not English, what kind of communication tools can you use? So for us, we use Google Translate and we use the WeChat app. All right. Moving on to pro tip 2 is being prepared for international travel. So obviously, you know that means you need to have your passport, but you also should have copies of your passport in case you don't feel like carrying it around. And like, let's just say it's better to have it on you than to not have it on you. You feel me? Also, when it comes to like flying, if you have dietary restrictions like me, I want a vegetarian diet, you can select that 24 hours prior to your flight departing if you're flying, for example, like I did with Delta. They have vegan, vegetarian, kosher, all those kind of things. And they do feed you on the plane. Like, that's a part of your ticket. So make sure you get those 3 meals. I know I did. Also, to try to keep your legs from being restless, my friend's mom was like, do the alphabet with your feet. If you're not one of those people who likes to like physically get up and walk the plane. What else? Pro tip right here. This is also a number 2. Bring a spare outfit in your carry-on. This is a long flight, so you know you may just want to go to the bathroom, take your little wet wipes and freshen up. Or if you get delayed or you have a stupid long layover and you just feel funky, some airports like BWI have showers. You got a spare and gotta change clothes. Why not? And lastly, like being prepared for international travel, you need to know, like, is your charger gonna work over there? Do you need an adapter? Find all that out so you don't play yourself. I told you we're gonna talk a little bit more about food, and here we go. So, I would suggest bringing some comfort snacks. You're going to another country, their snacks may not be like what you're used to. So, bring you some chips, bring some gummies, bring some cookies, bring something that you like. The airport lets you bring snacks as long as it's not liquid, so do you, baby boo. Also, once you get through airport security, bottled water to me is the safest bet. Like, this is not the chance for you to be trying to bring your like purified water bottle with like the charcoal filter in it. Like, yeah, you can do that, but maybe next trip, like after you found out whether or not, you know, the sink water when you try to brush your teeth is gonna make you sick or not. Also, about sickness, I think that you should just stay ready so you don't have to get ready, and bring some charcoal and some Tums. You feel me? That's just a pro tip for me personally. And then also, when it comes to food, I guess in Asian culture, like it's common to have vegetarian like meat substitutes with actual meat. So you need to be like very clear that you want a non-meat dish. Like me, I tried to go and order some gluten that they had on their menu, only for the like server to kind of guide me and educate me and say, oh, well, this meal actually has pork in it. And I was like, interesting. So yeah, that's food. All right, tip 4 is bargaining. Y'all, we probably gonna go over the 5 minutes with this tip alone. And that's because I'm not saying I got, what I tell you, I'm not saying that I got played in terms of bargaining, but I probably overpaid for a couple of things. So now I know better, and I'm gonna share so you can be better, all right? If you're going to the Great Wall, the first pro tip I have is buy your souvenirs down the mountain. Like, not when you first get off in the first little booth you see. Don't buy there. Keep going all the way down, all right? Learn from my mistakes. All right, and when you see something that you really, really like, try your best not to show it in your facial expression, because that's an indication to the seller that you want it so bad that you may be willing to pay more for it. You see what I'm saying? And then if you do see something that you really want and you've maintained the whole like, oh, you can't see it in my face, but the price is still out of your budget, put it back down. That indicates also to the seller that you want it, but you don't want it at that price. All right. And then let's see. Okay, if you feel like you are being haggled to the point of like getting played, walk away. Most times the seller is there to make a sale. So if they see that they were going too hard and you're leaving now, it's likely they will lower the price to get you back in so they can complete that sale. All right? And another thing, this one's a little bit harder, but try to remember the exchange rate of the place you're visiting. So if you see an item that you want, but you wouldn't pay that much in your home country, don't pay for it there. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't pay $20 for something that you wouldn't pay $20 for at home. You feel me? Like, if it's not worth it to you. Now, this is the last tip. I've shared with you a lot of things to try to get the souvenir that you want at a price that works with your budget. But the object of these tips is not to like play the people to the point where you basically gave them chump change, but it's to try to help protect you from getting played so you don't give all your money away. You know what I'm saying? All right. Ooh, y'all, we doing pretty good. All right. I'm on Pro Tip 5, and Pro Tip 5 is my favorite because it's have fun. You're going to a brand new place, a place you've never been before. You should enjoy yourself. So do something that you've never done before. Do something that you can't do when you get back home. Or for me, travel with friends, because now you'll have a new set of memories. So you already know before you go. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.